user ID and password, and similarly you must have sent the user ID and password to your students, concerned students. And what is the very important thing here is that once if this link is once shared, the teacher need not share the link every time. It becomes a permanent link for the child. The child can download this Microsoft Team in his laptop or mobile or whatever it is, and if you just make a event in the calendar, it goes to him and he can click the calendar and we can join. That's what we are doing it now. Therefore, the work will be reduced, the daily work, creating a link and sending it to all students and everything will be reduced. And as we expected, n number of students can be added. Otherwise, there were restrictions in the other platforms that they cannot add more than 40, 60, 100, something like that. Now here that restriction is there.
JNV caller, please mute yourself. JNV caller.
Hello. Therefore, it is good that all of us switch over to this Microsoft Team and we'll follow a uniform timetable so that one JNV can help with other JNV, even if the teachers are on leave or long absent or no teacher is there, whatever be the reason. And it is possible only if you all cooperate and if you attend the classes, attend this class very, with interest and with dedication and very keen interest, so that whatever doubts that you are having at the end of the session, you can get it clarified, so that shortly from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you can just start your classes using this platform. And one observation over here is, in some schools, we could not see the strength of all the students. In few classes, only very few students were registered, others were not at all there. In some schools, 6th class is not at all added in the Shala Dharman, because we have sent a letter also, and hereafter it is going to be that everything will be administered and monitored. Please hold on for a minute. Please hold on, all of you.
Okay, I request all of you to mute yourself and then mute your video also. Please mute your video. This will reduce our speed. All 300, if you are keeping your camera on, it is difficult. Please keep your camera on, camera off. Please keep your camera off and your video also, your audio also off, both. Mute the camera and the audio, both. Thank you. Madam, please continue.
Is Mr. Shashi from Lakshadweep is here? Mr. Shashi from Lakshadweep, Principal Lakshadweep. Staff from Lakshadweep.
Shashi is there.
Where is he?
Shashi is there. You want to see him?
It's a little urgent. Yeah.
Just talk to him.
Mr. Shashi.
Shashi, please unmute and speak. Is it 80 Shashi? No. 80 okay. Shashi is there.
Okay. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Swaroop. It was urgent information because in Lakshadweep the schools have started functioning, Lakshadweep being a green island. So we are just processing it to open school at Lakshadweep Island. Coming back to the thing, in the Shala Dharman portal, the student strength has not been reflected as it is there as per the actual strength. And therefore, whatever was available, we have sent it. And few teachers, old teachers' names are there, new teachers' names are not there. All these issues you are just bringing it to us, and we had been time and again saying and communicating that you have to update your staff details and SIS details immediately, so that whatever data that we are drawing from the Shala Dharman portal will be of some use to you and for us. And that is my appeal to all of you. and as soon as at the earliest possible you do it, so that at least in future whatever we are doing it, we will be able to do it easily, and we will also be able to administrate easily. And now coming to this Microsoft platform, it's a very good platform, and officials from Microsoft also is there with the meeting, and thank you officials from Microsoft, and it's a good opportunity given to NVS, and Hyderabad region have been chosen as the region for rolling out this platform, and I hope that with your cooperation and with all the initiation from Ratnagaran, who is the person who is this technical in charge for the whole region and other regions, and including this headquarters, and the amount of work and the time that he is investing in that, I believe that it will definitely not become a waste, and all our schools will be able to use it very effectively, and the children will be benefiting it. Thank you one and all. Over to Mr. Ratnakar.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. I repeat, please keep yourself muted. Please keep yourself muted. Thank you so much, madam, for your nice words. I welcome once again all of you. I welcome Mr. Prajjot, Mr. Kaushik, and Mrs. Sushmita from Microsoft. Mr. Prajjot is actually the person behind connecting Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti with with Microsoft. So he actually has taken the charge of this connection. Thank you, Mr. Prajjot, for taking interest. Now, this is a platform where we can connect with the children in a better way. Now, what actually we are doing, maybe in Google Meet, we take a class, and as soon as the class is over, the class will be finished. And here, the plus point is we can record the class, and the student, those who are not able to see the class, can see that later on. This is one of the many features the Microsoft Teams has. Now, once we started the pilot project, it started with JNV Mahi, and we did not face any problem as on now. We started learning how to use it. When you are given a user ID and password of Microsoft Teams, you are given many things free of cost. Number one, you are given Microsoft Office 365 free, MS Office 365 free, which contains all our Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc., along with Microsoft Teams and many other facilities, other apps free of cost. Number one. Number two, you will be able to use 1 terabyte of virtual space, 1 terabyte of 1 TB of virtual space, so that you don't need to spend space from your laptop or mobile phone. From the mobile phone, you don't need to save anything in your mobile phone or laptop. You can just save everything in the cloud. Whatever videos we are making, or whatever recordings we are making, recordings of the class or e-content, whatever it is, it can be saved in the web. It can be saved in the cloud. You have 1 terabyte of space free of cost, not only for the teachers. We don't know who is the class teacher or which class. And now the principal will be able to add the class teacher manually. It's not an issue. Those things we'll tell you how to do that. Our Microsoft Teams people will tell you. So why I am taking this much time is you don't have to worry that all this work this time we have done finally for you. If a principal is downloading the Microsoft Teams, if the principal is downloading the Microsoft Teams in their laptop, it's better to use laptop. Mobile also it will work, absolutely no problem. If the principal of a JNV is using their user ID and password, download the Microsoft Teams from the website. We'll tell you how to do that, and use this user ID and password which we have given to you this user ID and password which we have given to you, use that to log in. And when you see Teams to the left, you will see all the classrooms are filled. All the classrooms are there from 6th to 12th. If you click on the class, you will see all the students inside the class. So if some students are not there, don't worry. And in some cases, even in my school, class 12th students are even out. Those who have passed also, they are in that. So we have to delete all those people. It is very, very simple. So I will not talk too much. It's a very good platform. And I thank Microsoft to extend this facility to Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. It was a big tedious job, very difficult job for making all these things. So that is why even though Kerala principals including, please mute yourself. That is why all the Kerala principals including me, we have already a user ID and password, but we made a different user ID and password for the schools of JNV or JNVs of Kerala and Mahi also, because that will be a general pattern. So previous one we can remove later on. You don't have to remove it today. Absolutely no problem. Okay. So slowly we will convert to Microsoft Teams. If there are any problem, we can have different meetings like this. I am recording this meeting. This recording can be shared with all of you. Okay. So whatever class these Microsoft experts are taking, it will be recorded. You can see it later on if you are having any doubt. So without talking much, I request Mr. Prajot to start and Kaushik to continue. Mr. Prajot, are you there?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Really thankful for the kind words and thank you for laying the background and expectations from Microsoft Teams. It is our pleasure to be associated with NVS and under your guidance, Nagaran sir, we're able to deploy it to various regions. Hyderabad is definitely one of the prestigious regions whom we are onboarding with Microsoft Teams. I'm very thankful to ma'am for giving us this opportunity to talk about Microsoft Teams to all of my faculty members, fellow faculty members in this session today. In next 45 minutes, thank you ma'am. In next 45 minutes is what we will be talking about, making you aware of what Microsoft Teams has capability of, right from your login experience to Microsoft Teams. The passwords have already been distributed to you. So we request if you can start using that particular user ID password to access the resources of Microsoft Teams. Now, I welcome everybody, a warm welcome to everyone on the session, taking out time to understand about Microsoft Teams. And not only Teams, but also the collaboration scenarios that we bring in with Microsoft Teams. So how an Office 365 can help you to, in your remote classroom delivery, how the things can be collaborated, how you can make your students interact with various tools that you get in this Microsoft Teams is what we will be talking to you today in the session. With that, I will hand over this to Kaushik Biswas and we'll start the demonstration right away. Kaushik, over to you.
Yeah, sure. So I want Nagaran sir, just give me that presenter rights. So make me presenter, please. So Nagaran sir, are you there?
1200.
Yeah, I am there, Kaushik.
Make me presenter.
1 second. 1 second, please. I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm just seeing that. Kaushik, yeah. One second, Kaushik. Kaushik. Kaushik, yeah. One second. Kaushik, what's your ID, please, Kaushik?
V-KABIS.
V
hyphen KABIS.
Yes, because there are many people. 1 second. No, you are from outside. Yeah, that
Issue.
Sir, Ratnakar sir, you can just search by the name of K. So it's in all alphabetical order. So you just go to drag down to K.
Okay.
And you will see that, and you have to right click and make him as a attendee and from as a presenter.
Let me. Kaushik Vishwas. Yeah, got it. Make it presenter. Yeah. Yeah, done, Kaushik. There are almost 300 people are there. This is the first meeting I am seeing with these many people. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I got that presenter right. So, very good afternoon to all. So first we'll see, and before going to start, it's very good. I'm just feeling proud because after a long time, so it was in 2005 I have given the training in Northeast region, so the teachers of JNB. So I'm getting after that, after a long time, I'm just interacting with the teachers of JNB. So it's very good, and first I'm just going to share my screen. Hope my screen is visible to all of you, correct?
Yes. Please mute yourself, please.
So I'm just putting all of you,
Please mute.
I'm just putting you all in mute, so don't unmute until and unless you have any query. I will ask you that I will give you a chance for that query session also, so we'll take you after that. Now, just what you have to do, whenever you will start Microsoft Teams, you are getting on my screen, it is written teams.microsoft.com/download, correct? So what you have to do is that download that application of Microsoft Teams is very much important to get that all options when you are going for a creating virtual class, taking online class, and conducting assignment with your student. So what you have to do, don't put it in any search engine, directly go to your browser. On the browser type teams.microsoft.com/download. For your reference, you can just note it down, right? So when it will come, it will just check your device, that operating system mainly. So if it is Windows, it will ask you to download the Teams for Windows. If it is Mac, it will ask you to download for Teams for Mac, correct? Next, whenever you will download, then install, it will ask you your user ID password. So what you have to do, you have to give the user ID and password that which your NVS have shared with you, your school has shared with you, right? It will not work with any OpenID. OpenID means it is Outlook ID or Gmail ID, Yahoo ID. It will not work with any OpenID. So what you have to do, you have to give it with your official O365 ID. That ID is known as O365 ID. You have to put that O365 ID and password. Then whenever you will log in, your classroom is visible to you. It looks like, after that it looks like I'm just showing you like this. So if you have the classes, so class will be looking like now. Please don't unmute if you don't have any question. So the classroom will be looks like this, correct? So what we have to do, if your classroom is visible for you, then it is very good. Another thing I would like to just inform you, if you have the mobile device, because a lot of students will ask you, because we know that all the students, they doesn't have that laptop or computer. So what we can recommend them, so you can tell them if they have the smart phone, so in the smartphone that Teams is also they can install. If they have Play Store. They can, if they have Android, they can go to Play Store. If they have iOS device, they can go to App Store and download Microsoft Teams. But again, that they have to log in with this particular Office 365 user ID and password. This is very much important, correct? Now, next, whenever you will log in, you will be getting, because your Teams already has been created by NBS, and Ratnakaran sir has taken that initiative. So this Teams is visible with you, but still I'm just showing for your reference. If you would like to create this kind of Teams, what you have to do, there is an option join or create team. You will be getting join or create team, and if this is not coming by default in your system, by default all the teams, whenever you will just, if it is basically for the education segment, whenever you will be coming login in the Teams, you will be, your classroom will be visible over here. See, if it is not come, then in left hand side pane you are getting, there is a dark left hand side pane. Here the central option is called Teams. It is coming, it will come in the Teams option. What are the other options here? Here the activity. So in the activity, basically for that notification that you're going to receive, there is a chat option. Chat means that you can chat with your co-teacher, you can chat with your student, and you can do one-to-one or one-to-many chat, correct? So this chat, you can say, this is that, what is the difference between this chat and the other chat? Other chat means whenever, if you are using that mobile device, in that mobile device what will happen, that your mobile device memory is going to get, and but with this particular chat it's going to take your SharePoint memory, right? So it's not, your mobile device memory is not going to consume with this chat. As well as another facility we have, for that chatting with your mobile device, you need to share your number, which is a very personal of you. But with this particular chat, if you do this tradition, that is the very good culture for you also. Then what will happen, that with that same ID, you, through which you are conducting their online class, you can do chat also with them, correct? So this is the facility we available for you and your student. Next is the Teams, where we are going to create that if you, for your case it's already created, but you can create a virtual class also. There is an assignment, we'll come to that assignment, and there is a calendar view. In the calendar view, we'll schedule the online class and we'll conduct the class over here. Now next, what is the next? We having virtual class. Virtual class means this is not an online class, which we are right now doing. This is online, correct? This is the online lecture is going on. But these are the classes called virtual class. Virtual class means that every Navodaya having a campus. So that campus, if it is the physical classroom, that school building is the physical classroom, this particular room you are getting, this is a virtual room, where you can add your student, you can just communicate like your Navodaya, that is 24/7, that student are in touch with the teacher. The same thing here also, through that particular option, that you can be communicate with them 24/7, right? So round the clock they are connected with you. Whenever they would like to read, if a teacher that putting any files, share any files over there, they can just able to get that file. If it is early morning, late night, or daytime, anytime they can just go and they can just get that file and they can read the notes. So these facilities are available. So how we can create a classroom? It's very simple. You can just go to that join or create team. When you will create the join or create team, there is an option you will be getting, that is a create team option. So that create team, you can just click over here, that create team. In that create team, you will be getting few options. So all these options caters different flavor of making teams. So for you, you need to create a class. So this is the class. Principal, if they want, they can create a staff group also. That staff group will very much important. So what will happen, that in that staff group, that principal or that seniority basis, they can just give that task to the student, that other teachers, they can do meeting. So what will be happen, it will be very much secure with because there will be no any student, only teachers will be there. They can do meeting and everything, they can do it over here. So principal, they can create a staff group also. For here we will be creating a virtual class. We can click over here the class. In the class we can just give a name like that, suppose class 8. Here I am putting class 8, and then you can put your school name or anything, whatever you want, you can just do it. So it's not like, suppose I'm not a class 8, I'm a teacher of science, I can just put that class 8 science. That is also possible. That also you can give like this way, right? So I'm just going to click next. When I'm going to click next, it will ask you manually, you can add your student over here, right? So manual adding of student is also possible. Here that Ratnakaran has taken that a lot of pain to add the student over here. But if you want to create in future, or suppose if it is required for your school that a separate classroom, you can just do like this way. So you can just add, like suppose I am just adding a particular student, suppose student 1, then by name you have to add. Here you just think, suppose this is the I can just ask some principal name of that region, suppose K Parthiban. So like K Parthiban sir, or like that I can say that Ravindranath Shah, I think sir is also the principal in that region. So like this you have to add the student over here, right? So this is the thing you can just this is the way you can add your student. And what you can do, you can give access your teacher also. So this is the teacher option. So in the teacher option, you can just co-teacher if you have, suppose I have a co-teacher here. So I'm just putting here a co-teacher. So what I have added in my class, I have added 3 students and 1 teacher, correct? Then I'm going to close. When I'm going to close, my classroom is ready over here. Now in this particular classroom, what we can do, we can just see how many students are there first. So if I go this particular place and if I go to the manage team, from this particular manage team, in your cases, the few teams already created by sir, they are also...
Kaushik, Mr. Kaushik, can I intervene a bit, please? Mr. Kaushik?
Yes sir, yes, I have.
Yeah, shall I show them what is there in their class, in their teams?
Yes.
You please permit me to share my screen, show them what is available in
there. Just show that automatically your screen will be visible for you.
Yeah.
All of them.
Please unshare your screen. I'll share my screen.
No, you share your screen, automatically it will shift.
Oh, is it so? Okay.
Yes.
Now all the icons have gone to top, isn't it, Kaushik?
Yes.
There's a change from yesterday to today. A lot of things are happening. Anyway, please, I'm sharing the screen. I'm sharing the desktop. Okay. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is the classrooms already made for this class 9th A and B. I don't know. It is, it is not our class. I don't know how it is. You forget about the first one, class 9th A and B. 6th computer. Okay. 6th all subjects. 9th all subjects. 11th all subjects. Okay, but it's coming. Can I do it in the alphabetical order? These are the classes made for one JNV. I am the principal. I have logged in as Ratnakaran. You will see all the classrooms already made for you. So what Kaushik now told is how to make this classroom. For you, already classrooms are ready. Alright? Now, these are all classes. See, for example, class 12th computer science. See, for class 9th English 592. There are 3 things here. First one is 9. This is class 9. Second is the subject, that is English. 592 is the code number of my JNV. 592 means JNV Mahi. Similarly, every principal and every teacher of a particular JNV, the user ID will start with this 3-digit ID. This 3-digit ID. So every school is having a unique ID. So this means this is the classroom of school number 592, that is JNV Mahi, and this is class 9, and this is English subject. So it is very unique. Okay, this is class 7 music class. Class 7th maths. For class 7th, all classes are there, all subjects. So if I am taking class 7th mathematics, I can see how many students are there. I can see how many students are there. I'll show you how many students are there in my class. Already the number of students, see, I have 60 students in my class. That is correct. And these are the students. So already students are added for you. Already students are added for you. Already classrooms are made for you. So now what Kaushik told, how to make a class. How to make a class, we call it as team. When you click on Teams, you will see all your classes ready for you. Okay, you will see all the classes are ready for you. What is the 63 languages? Actually this is 6, then it is third language of school 592, it is not 63. So it is class 6, third language 592. Okay. Class 9, third language 592. 592 is my school code, 9 is the class, and then third language. So we can see how many students are there. If you click on this, the remaining Kaushik will say, I can see the number of students added in my class 9th. I can just see this managed team. I can see I have 21 students. In my class 9th, I have less number of students. So my school, SIS is perfect. We have uploaded the students as and when they join. So all the students are ready-made available in my school. So those who have done it perfectly, the students will be available in their class. Teams are made for you. 69 classes are made for you, sir. 69 classes. That is, in class 6 to 10th, we have 11 subjects each. That's 55. Then class 11th, we have 7 subjects, including computer science. Those who are not required, you can delete it later on. So 7 plus 7, 14 plus 55, that is 69. Every school is having 69 classes. And I'm just seeing, for example, class 8 art. Class 8 art, if I am seeing this managed team, I can see who are the students available. There are 77 students available in the class. Okay, you are seeing this number of students, and on the top you are seeing honors. Honor means I am the owner of the class, means I am the teacher of the class. Ratnagaran KO is the teacher of the class. I am the owner. All other students, they are all participants. Okay, they are all students. They have different rights, and a class teacher is having, they are having different rights. Now, I have the capacity to add a teacher. So I can add my art teacher. I'll do it for you now. Kaushik, shall I do it?
Yes, sir, you do it.
Yeah. So now I have art teacher. In my school. She is Anupama. So I can just add. See, there is one add a member. So I have all the students added. Now the principal is the class teacher. But I will be a teacher in the class because I can get into the class anytime and see the class. I can add a member. I will add as a teacher. See, add teachers. I will add a teacher here. The teacher is Anupama. 592 dot Anupama. Anupama. Automatically her name will come. Okay. There are 2 Anupamas. One is Anupama P, who is my teacher, art teacher. Down there is one Anupama Ashok. She is a student of class 12th. So, one thing we have done is, if it is a small, lower, what is that, Anupama, you see, my teacher is having first alphabet in capital letters and all other alphabets in small letters. Such people will be teachers. teachers. And here all are capitals, so they are students. It is just for making a differentiation so that later on we will understand that. So I will just click on my Anupama. She is the class teacher. I am adding as a teacher. Just add. Now Anupama is added. Okay, Anupama is added. Close it. You will see there are two teachers now. Two owners are there. Now Anupama is the class teacher, Ratnagaran is the principal. Similarly, for every class, I am taking another class. I am just clicking on Teams. This is what you should do first, today itself. You should log in, download Microsoft Teams with the, how Mr. Kaushik told, download Teams, then log in as, all the principals should log in with the user ID and password. Yes, madam. Yeah.
Sorry sir, sorry for interruption, but then I just logged in sir with the number, three-digit ID number that you have given, and I opened in my mobile and I could see all the 69 classes what you have created. Thank you very much sir.
Great,
But then
great.
when I open 8th class art, like you said, tap the checkbox to show a channel in channel list, and then there is one general tab.
Yeah, one second. We are all coming to that. This is only beginning. Anyway, I am happy that you have the classes created. So, thank you. That's a good feedback for me, for all of us, including teams and our DC madam also. So, it was a big job. There were almost 3.9 lakhs of data. 3.9 lakhs. 3,90,000 data was there. That one student, he is having how many classes? And in one school, one student will have to sit in 11 classes if he is a class 6th student. Similarly, there are 77 schools in our region. 77 schools, average 400 students you multiply. It was a big job, but we have done it thanks to Microsoft Teams, and there are one Mr. Ben from US also joined late night to help us. So, madam, thank you so much for the feedback. Now, second, I am coming back to class 11th English. I don't know whether class 11th are added. See, I am taking class 7th, third language teacher. For class 10th, physical education. This is class 10th physical education. I am just clicking on that, class 10th physical education, and I am clicking on these three dots. There is a manage team. I will see all the students. This is class 10th because even the passed out students are also there. I will delete them later on. I have 120, I don't have 120 students. So from SIS we did not delete the students because they should be available in class 11th. So anyway, I have to add Mr. Abdul Hakim. I have already done because he is the teacher. Mr. Abdul Hakim is the owner. I have already made him as the owner. Okay, so there are two owners. One is me, another one is the art teacher. So this, the physical education teacher. So similarly, you go to the teams, add your teacher, class 9th mathematics. Click on that. Click these three dots. Click on manage team. And you have students here. If you click here, you will see all the students. And if you click here, down arrow marks of honors, you will see your name. You will see the name of the principal. That is Ratnagaran Kev. Now what I have to do? I have to add a member. I have to add my mathematics teacher. Class 9th mathematics teacher is 592 dot. My class 9th mathematics teacher is Girishan. I let Giresan. No, I think I missed this Girishan. IS. Maybe my spelling may be wrong. Giresan dot NBS online dot in. 592 Girishan. I think his name is not there, maybe missing. Maybe my spelling is wrong. Yeah, let me check if there's a Girishan. Yes, G. No. Then I think his name is not there. We have to add his name. That we can do later on. So similarly, you can add the member. So this is what we should do today itself. Log in and add your class teacher along with you. So you are a class teacher, along with you, your original class teacher also is to be added. Thank you so much, Kaushik. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So again, I'm going to share my screen.
Sorry to take your time.
No, it's okay. So this is you are getting that same class you will be getting over here. So already your class is created over here. But what you can do is you can also add the student and create the class like this way. So there are few options. So I'm not going to show you the all option to create the that is the add the student. I'm only showing you only one option, that is by adding their name. You can just add add them in your virtual class, right? So there are few ways whenever you will just explore on this particular teams that you can do is, because there is a settings, you can go to the setting, you can give the permission of your students, because student cannot create this kind of class and student cannot create add any other student in this particular class, right? There is a member permission, guest permission that you can give. There is a team code. Through this generating the team code, you can just join to the student, because when I was there in the teams, when
Kaushik, that's not required. Kaushik, that's not required.
I know that I am not going for with this particular coding code, you can just join the student. So these are all the things is available. So Teams is a very vast thing through which you can create your virtual classroom and all these things, correct? So in the virtual classroom, you will be getting some options, correct? So option is that that files, class notebook, assignment. These are the option, and all these options will be coming in under general tab. So whenever one teacher just asks that question that we are getting general tab. General tab is common for every virtual classroom. If you are creating a classroom or already you have getting the class virtual classroom over here, so everywhere you will be getting the general tab over here, right? So suppose you have few class, by chance there is one particular subject is missing, or you would like to add a channel. So what you have to do, there is a 3 dots you are getting in front of your class, which is the boldly written over here. So you have to go there, there is add channel option. So only teacher can add a channel. So if they want, they can just add their channel over here, right?
Channel is nothing but a chapter. Channel is nothing but a chapter. For example, sorry to intervene. Channel means, see, if mathematics class 10th, I have linear equations in 2 variables. Just create a channel named linear equations in 2 variables. Thank you.
Correct. So you can give that. This is sir is telling about that mathematics class. That's
Or
why
you can put the class English first lesson. Name of the lesson you can type.
correct. So if it is the subject wise, this is in your environment. This is classroom wise. That's why you are putting as a subject. I can just putting over here as a channel. Suppose English also, right? Because I have given the name as a class A. So these are the way you can just add. Suppose anything is missing from your particular channel, your student, your teacher or as a principal, you can also add a channel. So how to add? From here you have to go to this particular 3 dots and there is an option called add channel. So now my classroom is ready, correct? So
Kaushik, sorry. 1 second. Now see, what Kaushik told is, this is the whole class 8. If it is a whole class 8, then you have to add English, Hindi, Malayalam, English and all. No, we have separate classes for all these. So don't give a channel named English, you should give under English, you can give the first lesson as the first channel, second lesson as the second channel, third lesson as the third channel. If you are teaching class 9th social science, first chapter of class 9th social science should be the channel. Now Mr. Kaushik has given English because he has created only class 8th as a whole. So we are not doing it. We have class 8 English. So we have to add English first chapter, second chapter, whatever it is. Thank you, Kaushik.
So I'm just showing you one thing because this is the channel. This is not a thing that whatever your school have just decided or your NVS has decided. As per that, you can do it. I'm just showing you just technicality. That is the how you can add channel and like this way, right? So here, what I am doing in that, suppose this is a particular class you are getting. Here what we can do is, there is a general channel. In the general channel you will be getting some options like post, files, class notebook, assignments, right? But in other channel you will be not getting those, correct? You will be getting 3 options. One is post, one is files, one is notes. In the general channel, under file section, there is a file section. You can go to the file section. Here what you will be getting, you will be getting a folder. Every classroom you will be getting a folder called class materials. The folder name is class materials. So under this materials, class material folder, if I on, what I can do, I can upload a file for my student over here also, outside this class material folder also. It's very simple. I can go to that upload, there is a file option, and I can choose a file from here, any file I can choose, and I can upload over here, right? That file, I told you that this is a virtual classroom. The student, anytime they can come on that particular field and they can go for study. They can do study. But what will happen if that is an editable file? It means that Word file or Excel file or PowerPoint file that you can create from here also. In new, there is a new option. If you go there, Word, Excel, PowerPoint file you can create and you can develop over here also. But thing is that this is everything. You and your student is accessed from the SharePoint. In the SharePoint, everybody having the same that is called rights to right over here, right? So they can also edit that file. But what you can do is, you should go to that class material folder, and in the class material folder, you can create new folders and add any files over here. What will happen in that particular class material folder, whatever you will be adding, student doesn't have any kind of editing rights in over there. So what will happen, your folder and files will be secure and they cannot edit this file. So this is only read-only mode the students will be getting under class material folder. So class material folder will be available only in under general channel of any particular virtual class. Under general channel there is a files. In that files you will be getting class material folder, and whatever you will be keep in this particular folder, that is only read mode for the student. Student cannot edit that file. Now rest of the channel, here in your case it is there is that subject wise, correct? Not subject wise, that is the lesson wise. So in any lesson, whenever you will be just completing any lesson over here, that lesson what you can do is that English 1, English 2, English lesson, whatever you have, that particular lesson you can, that particular channel you can use for that lesson. You can just put some story here. Suppose there that teacher has made some story, correct? So that story it is there. So what student can do? Student can reply of any question and answer. They can ask any question. So everything they can do. There is a new conversation you are getting. In that conversation, you can start with your group of students. So what will happen? This is a good place for you to just do communicate with student without just taking class also in the off time, you can just post anything which you are not only that post it's like this, you can just post a link also, so student will be get through that links and they will be getting that exact topic which you would like to cover. So nowadays everybody knows that it's not only for the textbook, lot of places we will be getting, and we can search internet also to study, so that you can just take the leverage for this particular place. Every channel having the files, you can upload the files, but in this channels that files doesn't have that class material folder. Class material folder only available under general channel, and there is a folder called class material. Now in this particular class, we having a class, correct? In this class, how we can conduct that online class, right? So this is very easy. You have to go to that calendar. There is a calendar you will be getting in left hand side. You need to go to calendar. Very simple way I am telling, just go to calendar. In that calendar you are getting, this is just looks like a spreadsheet. So vertically you are getting the dates. These are the 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. These are the dates. And then horizontally you are getting the timing. That is the 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m., 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. like this. Round the clock you will be getting that calendar. Any time that by 24 hours you can just schedule the time. This red line schedule the class. That red line is going to denote you that current time. So today is the 25th. I am getting over here. So if I just going to schedule a class over here, so what will happen? So my class will be scheduled over here. My calendar will be going to block over here, and simultaneously all the students will be getting blocked with your calendar invitation. So what I am doing right now, I am just doing it here because you will be getting a joining option. So students, they have to come to calendar, they will check where the joining option is coming, and at that particular online class they have to join the class. So what I am doing is I am just going to click over here. So when I am going to click over here, suppose there is a particular for that particular teams, I am just doing that. It is science. Suppose, and I am putting lesson 1, correct? Required attendees. So I will be not putting any attendees over here. What I will do is I will add my whole class. Then I'm just coming that how we can add it. Now this is the timing. Timing is 4:30. I can change it manually also, date and timing I can change. There is no time bound that you have to take it for the 1 hour, 2 hour like this. So you can take that whole day also. There is a whole day also option is there. Now every day in same timing, if you are going to take class, what you can do is you can do a repeat. So repeat, I am just putting every day, Monday to Friday, that same timing I will be going to take my class. But repeat option only work if that same timing, if you are doing every day. Not only this, you can do daily, it will include Saturday, Sunday, you can do bi-weekly, bi-monthly, bi-yearly, and you can do custom also. In the custom you can choose in weekly, in which days you would like to do this. So you have to select like this, this and this, correct? So like this way you can choose your calendar. Now then the main important part, I am going to add the channel, because this will be the channel meeting. I am going to click over here. You are getting all of my classes showing over here. If I go to the class 8, so if I click over here and there is an option, you are getting those channels. So I have created, either you can do it in general or you can do it in English channels, right? So any channel you can just choose from here. So I am just choosing, suppose that English from here, and then I am just going to send the invitation. For more, what you can do is you can just put the agenda. If it is the official meeting, you can put the agenda. For your students also, you can just write it down what you would like to going to cover in this particular class, that you can write over here. If you have any notes, you can just put over here. So everything you can just put for that meeting invitation. Now I am going to send it. So when I will send the meeting invitation, my calendar is going to block from here. So it is telling that science lesson 1, Kaushik is going to take the session. So student, they can come to the teams. In the teams you are getting, if I go to that class 8 in English channel, you are getting, there is a science lesson 1 Friday, that 4:30 onward class we have. Either students, they can just click over here and they can join the class, but we should give them a best practice. Best practice is that they should come to the calendar. In the calendar, they will be getting the join option. They should click the join and they join to that meeting. So before that, this is very much important for you. That scheduling is not a very big task. The main task is for the teachers. They have to click. So you just see carefully this part. After
Kaushik,
scheduling,
please
you
mute
can-
everyone, please. Kaushik, please mute everyone. Thank you.
Part is very important. After scheduling, when your calendar, that class is reflecting, you please click over there. So what you have to do in Teams, in calendar, after scheduling, you come to this particular class, click over here. There is an option, the meeting option. Everybody will be getting the option, meeting option. This is very much important, correct? So you click this meeting option. When you will click this meeting option, what will happen? A window will open where you can just do some restriction for your student. What the restriction? You can do this one, like who can bypass lobby, right? In that bypass lobby, if you can make it that only in my organization, what will happen? The student, if they share, because here also we are creating the classroom link also, that link in backend is there. So students are very much, we can say that intelligent, and what they can do, they can share that link. But if you make it like this, people in my organization, so outsider, nobody can just access your class. This is one. Next, what you can do, sometimes you will find that student that entered in the class before you are entering. Suppose classes is from 10 o'clock, students have entered in 9:30 and started gossiping. What you can do is, you can just come to this particular place and then choose only me. What will happen? Until and unless you are not entering in the class, they will not able to join in that class. And after joining the class like this is a class, suppose this is a class, what you can do is, this is the option you are getting, that called that show participant. If I go to the show participant option, this is the show participant. In right hand side, there is admit all. Whenever I will click on admit all the students will be admit in my particular class, correct? So this is the options are there. You can just use either people in my organization or only me, correct? Next is coming that who can present, right? In that case, you should choose that only me. Why? Because here, if you choose only me, student cannot disturb during the class. So class means that they cannot share anything during your class. They cannot mute or unmute others. They cannot disturb others. They cannot record your class. So nothing is possible for them, correct? So there is an option called that only me. You should choose only me. So what will happen? A very easy way you can take the class in your end. Now, next what I am doing is, this is you are looking like whatever you are just getting right now. So this is the online class. Right now we are in online class, correct? So in that online class, what you have to do, you are getting this bar. Maybe this bar is right now here. For your case, if it is very new, then you maybe get the bar in downside also, right? But the options are same. The first option is the show participant, right? If you click the show participant option, you can see that how many participants are there. And if you choose only me, you will see that you are attendee, right? As a attendee, what will be happening if you are just logged in Teams, Microsoft Teams, you see,
Kaushik, can I intervene a minute? Sorry. I'll show them how is my class look like now. What is my timetable today? I'll just show them which is connected to the previous calendar. Can I do that, please? Let me share my screen, Kaushik, just for a minute. So, see, I'm sharing my screen. Now see, this is the timetable today. Today is 25th. Okay, this is my timetable. 9 o'clock. I have class 10th Hindi. Can you see this, please? Can you see this? Should I increase the size? Yeah. Oh, this is 25th. We are already doing this. So my class today is morning 7:30 to 8 o'clock. I think 7:50 to 8. It is class 7th PHE. This is my old class, no? Not the newly created class. This is my class, which is happening now. Now we will shift to the new one. Now my school, JNB Mahi, we have a PHE, class 7th PHE Yoga and Pranayama by my PET. This is the first class. This is for which class? Class 7th. Now 9th I have 10th Hindi, 6th Malayalam, 11th Chemistry, and this is Flamenco. Flamenco is in class 10th English, class 9th Physics, class 7th English, and class 8th Maths. All classes are over. So I can just click here and join as a principal, and I can see the class of a teacher straight away. Alright? So this is the first period of my school today. Second period is, it is 10:15. Class 11 Hornbill, that's English, 9th Maths, 7th Science, 8th Music. So what happened? These are all the classes arranged in the calendar. So only you have to do one time. One time you add, if the first period is class 10th Mathematics, the mathematics teacher will just add the calendar. First period is for the whole week. He can click Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then click yes. Then automatically all these days students' calendar will have this, something like this. So all the students will have to do. So the total calendar, total timetable for a day will be shown to the student. For student, 10th class student, they will see only this one. Then class 10th Malayalam, that is second period. So 10th fellows will see this one, and social studies third period. And then when you see 10th, where is 10th? I'm not seeing 10th. It will be here. Yeah, class 10th. 10th and 11th libraries together. So only they will see these three classes. 10th students will see only this. Since I am a member of all the classes, I am seeing the total timetable. So 9th students will see 9th Maths here, first period. Okay, first period is 9th. 9th Physics first period. 9th Maths second period. 9th English third period. And 9th Music fourth period. Khatam. They will see only this much. Since I am in all the classes, I can see everything together. So once you create in the calendar the timings properly, it will be automatically reflected in the students' calendar also. It will be automatically reflected in the students' calendar. So no need to send any link. If it is class 10th first period at 9 o'clock, students should just click here. That's all. Then they can join. Thank you. Kaushik. I'm sorry, am I making my point clear? I'm sorry, I don't know. So which is required for Navodaya, I am telling, so that we will not get confused. Thank you. Kaushik, please go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry, Kaushik, do you feel that I am disturbing you?
No, it's okay.
because they should not get doubt how things will be. Once you do it, my friends, once you do it, it is going to be the easiest thing. And Kaushik, one more thing. There is some conversation is there on the right top. I am seeing that somebody is writing the system is getting hanged when Microsoft Teams is downloaded. Kaushik, can you just say a word on that?
So it is not like this because see that system is required proper update. Just check it out. That is who have written that which operating system are they using. So who have written that who, because I am not getting, you are getting, I am not getting that option of chat, correct? So I am outsider, that's why I am not getting the option of chat.
I can see there are some doubts. I'll tell you.
I actually pasted a link in the chat window as a reply to Rajesh sir and Uday sir. There is a system requirements like 2 GB RAM and etc. required. I kindly request both of them to please check and let us know if it is that answers your question, please.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, that's great, that's great. So you can see the, and one more thing, the answers we can just type in the conversation on top. You can see hide conversation, show conversation. Check that, and you can just answer, madam, please. Ms. Sushmita, you can just answer, but you cannot see the. Can you see the conversation? No.
So it's okay. So what I'm doing, that it's not going to take that. It is not going for a hang. So what will happen? That if it is hang, just do a restart and just do it. It is a lot of people just thinks that it's just going to take much more data and all this thing. It's just take a very low data for that. So first time when you were installing and when you were just logging in, so it takes some updates for that particular application. Though you know this is very secure platform and this is that close-ended application from the Microsoft side. So when you were working on the close-ended application, so it might take sometimes to adjust with your that other application of your systems, correct? So that's all for that one. Now I am coming. So sir, I will request just only show this because this is very important part because I am not going to this particular thing right now. So you just show your screen, right? And just tell that how to download. They download the attendance list from the participant view, correct? Ratnakaran sir? Ratnakaran sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. Very important, sir. Thank you so much.
You just do only this part you tell, and then I'm just taking back from you.
Okay, thank you. I'll do that. Shall I share the screen?
You share your screen and just go to participants and because this is very much important. You just do. I'm just explaining them.
Okay. Now, I'm
black screen. Come to the black screen, sir.
yeah.
So all of you are reading. Sir is just shared this thing, correct? In that option, that show participant option you are getting, if you go to the show participants, the right hand side of the participants board, you will be getting 3 dots. Basically the 3 dots, again and again I am just explaining about the 3 dots. 3 dots means there are more options in Microsoft technology, right? So there is an option download attendance list. So what you can do is that whenever you are taking class, online class, so you should after taking your class but before ending the session, if you just forgot, then second login it is not available for you, but it is very in our pipeline. So you will be getting this particular attendance sheet in your chat box also, but it is in pipeline. So what you have to do, just for the time being, you have to go to the 3 dots and there is an option called download attendance list. You click once that download attendance list. So what you will be getting, that you will be getting the joining time and end time of each of your students. So it is very much important for you that download attendance list, correct? So you can just see this is the attendance list has downloaded and it will be going by default in download folders. So you can just open that file and it will show that right now, because a lot of people have joined from the outside, that's why it's not coming. Otherwise, you're getting that at what time that one student have joined and their particular timing also. date and timing also mentioned over here. Very shortly, this format is also going to be changed in our site. So you will be getting updated file over here. So you will be getting joining time and how long that student was there in your session. So that time will also be counted over here, right? So, sir, I'm just taking back to this particular screen, right?
Please.
So, this was right now I am just in this particular screen. You are getting all of you. Next is we having an option called that raise hand option. So raise hand option is very much important when you are taking class. So if you don't want that you will be disturbed during the class, so you can ask student you raise your hand. So when after finishing your class or session, that particular lecture, you can just go back to that particular place, this window, and then you check that how many. If I just do raise hand, you can check it out in front of my name. There will be a hand raise option is coming. Correct. So what I can do is I can just check that what is Kaushik, what the query you have, and after that you can ask that you can go and that ask them to lower their hand. So again, if I click back, so it will just come back to over here. Next, there is an option. I can just add some external device, like I can add microphone, I can add speaker, I can add camera. So there is an option device settings, correct? We can go to the device setting. We can just check if we have any external device like speaker, microphone, or a camera that we can add in the Teams, right? We're having very good option right now that turn on live caption. It means that we have been added over here that AI, artificial intelligence, and in this artificial intelligence, what will happen that they will be it will just ask you that if you whatever you are saying, that speech is going to convert in the text. So it is very much important when you are just taking a class, but that student doesn't have the proper speaker, or suppose you are having the option that they are very in a crowded place, they are not able to listen your voice properly, you can just turn on that live caption. They are also can do this option. So what will happen? So here whatever you are just talking, that will be just converted in text, and the student can able to understand whatever you would like to say them. So this is turn live caption. We're having a wonderful option you are getting, that is that apply background effects. So some effects that we can just apply over here, so that artificial background will be add over here. So you can just, if you are in a school or if you are in a personal home, so you can just protect for your privacy, and you can just add a particular background for your screen. So this background will come to you. So you can check. If I just go to this, and if I check for preview, you can say that in my background, that particular background in my face, that particular background is coming. So these options are available over here. Next, what I am telling, this is the camera on and camera off. With one single shot, you can just click, you can on your camera and you can off your camera. This is mute and unmute your voice. So we are very good in another announcement that we are coming with a few options like that hard mute. You can just do that forced mute to your student. That will also be coming to your account. So it is also in pipeline. In that show participant option, here you will be getting that show that mute option, that hard mute option. So that is available in my account right now, but you will be also getting that don't allow attendees to unmute, right? So this option you will be also getting. This is the hard mute option, so it will be just smoothly you can conduct your class, right? Next I am coming the sharing option. You can share your screen, right? So from here you can share your screen. That when you will share the screen, you can share a lot of things. You can either share the desktop, or you can share that. If I just go back from here, then just I am showing you there are a lot of options you will be getting. So either you can share the desktop. Whenever you will choose the desktop, you are getting this option. So here, if I do the desktop, choose the desktop option, then right now I have chosen the desktop. What will happen in the desktop option? I can just, whenever I will just change my screen, whenever I will swapping my screen, it is automatically visible to your student. And if you choose this particular application, what will be happen? This is good for your privacy. So what will happen? This particular application only visible to your student. If you just change your screen, then also it is not visible for your student. We having a wonderful application that is called whiteboard, right? So I'm just showing you that whiteboard option right now. So in the whiteboard, if you have the stylus and pen, stylus and touch screen, it is very easy for you to show them that the whiteboard function. So in that whiteboard, you can add that annotation, you can add text, you can add notes, you can add image, or you can add PDF, right? So suppose this is I have made it, I can go for annotation, I can take the color, I can just mention this thing, and right now I don't have that touch screen. You can write it down this also over here, right? So you can invite your student over from this particular invitation, so they can do also annotate in this particular screen. So for the science mathematics teacher, that whiteboard is very much useful to take the session, but you require a hardware support. It means touch screen and stylus is required, then only you can write it down and everything you can do over here. Otherwise it's very difficult to make it happen with from your keyboard or touch portion of your laptop or
I have purchased a board. Okay, this is for writing purpose. Whatever you write on this, okay,
this is called touchpad.
yeah, this is the stylus. So you will get it for some 6,000 to 8,000 rupees. You can purchase 3 to 4 numbers. Otherwise, you can request the teachers to purchase because it is not very expensive. They can use it throughout their life. Okay, it is available in the market.
So it is just through the USB port you have to add over here, and you can just use this particular things, right? So this is all about this particular place for that how you will use your classroom features over here. Now next part will be moving to that particular thing that I'm just moving it to that next part is our assignment. How we can float assignment for our student. For the assignment, we having another expert over here. So I will request Miss Pallavi. Pallavi, are you there?
Yes, Kaushika, I'm there only.
Okay, so I'm Ratnakaran sir. I'm just introducing Miss Pallavi Saxena. So she is going to take that assignment part over for us.
Yeah, hello Pallavi, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Okay, good. So I'll make you presenter. Your Pallavi, right? What's your ID? Pallavi? Is it Pallavi starting with P?
Yes.
P-A-L-L-A-V-I.
One second.
P-A-L-L-A-V-I.
Yeah, Pallavi Saxena, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Pallavi, you just show them that two assignment platform, how they can just load assignment for their student.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaushik, we can do one thing after this assignment session. I think we can stop for the time being today, so that let them understand it. And next day we can have another class, so that whatever doubts they are having, we can clarify it later on. So
Correct.
thank you. Yeah. Please, Pallavi.
Yeah. I'm not getting an option to share this. Could you make me presenter, please?
You have done it.
Sir, you have made a mistake. This is you have made Palana. So I am just making Pallavi, you are now presenter.
Okay, thank you, Kaushik. So I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know once you guys able to view my screen.
Yes.
It is now visible.
Yeah.
Now it's ready. Yes.
Okay, that's great. So for the assignment part, what we have to do, we have to come to our class. I have made many classes, so I'm going with the class 5th, right? Click on it. So it is opening right here. So in the general tab, like everything what we are, the apps what we are getting in the general tabs only, right? Like files, class, notebook, assignment, grades. So we have to come to the general tab and then come to the assignment and then click on it. So now you get a page like this. What you have to do, you have to just click on get started right here, and then you will get an option to create the assignment, right? So you have to click on create. Now you have getting three options: assignment, quiz, and form existing. So first option is like once you are going to make an assignment subjective wise, right? So you have to click on assignment. If you are going to make an assignment objective wise or like a MCQ based, you can click on quiz, right? Or if you want to present the student to the previous assignment, you can click on from existing. So I am going to take first option, that is assignment. I am going to make a subjective wise assignment. So I am clicking on assignment, right? And this kind of page will open for you. So first of all, you have to make a title, like what kind of assignment you are going to present to your student. So right away I am going to share a science assignment. So I am clicking on science assignment. According to your subject and your assignment, you can change the title, right? And you can add a category as well according to your subjects, and then you can add an instruction here. So in the instruction, like dear student, complete this assignment by Monday, that is 28, right, of September. Like this way, you can just write it down and then show to your student. It will be displayed to your student. And other thing, that what you have to do, you have to add a resource. Like you have to add a resource means you have to add a resource like Word file or the file that in which you have made an assignment, right? So you can click on add resource here. Once you click on it, you have got many options from where you want to upload an assignment, right? You can directly upload from your device. You can get in this option in the bottom here, right? Or you can go to your OneDrive. OneDrive is basically a cloud-based storage for you. Like, so where you can find the OneDrive, you can open portal.office.com, in which you can get all the apps. From that apps, you can get a OneDrive option. OneDrive is basically a cloud-based storage, right? So you can save your file from your device to OneDrive, and then that file has been reflected over there. Whatever you have saved in your OneDrive, that is reflected over there. So you can also add in files from your OneDrive, or you can click on new file and you can add a Word document here and then add an assignment. So you have a multiple choice how you are going to add a resource. So what I am going to do, I am selecting the OneDrive because I have an assignment in my OneDrive. I am just selecting this assignment 1, 2, click on attach, right? And then the assignment is going to be added in my resource column. What happened is, in my you can say in my weekend, I have already made an assignment in my Word file and upload in my OneDrive, right? And in today I am going to share it with the student. So that's why I have uploaded it from the Word drive. You can also create a new one by just going here, add resource, and then click on new file right here, and then open a Word document, PowerPoint, Excel, whatever you want, and right away also you can create. According to your choice, you can do it, right? And I have an option student can't edit. Means once the student is getting this assignment, he is not able to edit this one, whatever you have presented. He have to edit in his or own file, right? He is not able to edit in the Word file, right? And you have another option is the student edit their own copy. Means the student can download it and then he can edit their own copy, but he is not able to edit this one. So what I am going to do, I am just selecting the student can't edit. The second option is point. How many points you can provide for this assignment? I am going to provide 10 points. According to your school, your college, you can change. You have an option of add and rubrics like this. You can click on it and create a new rubric. What basically is, you can present rubrics like this: excellent, good, where according to the points, like 10 means excellent, 8 means good, like this. Or you can also mention the grades A, B, C, D, like this. So you can create a rubrics also if you want, right? So you can attach in a rubrics here in spite of points, right? But I am going to use points here. Now assign to. Assign to means where I want to assign this assignment. For I am going to prepare this assignment for my class 5th, right? I can change here also. I can change and then I can display to other class as well if I want. But I am present this assignment to my class only, and it will be present to all the students who is going to be present in my class. I can also customize and add a individual student, like I have 2 students in my class. I want to distribute this assignment to only one student, that is Deep Saxena. So I can customize like this way. So this assignment only to be distributed to Deep only, not all the students of the class, right? But I want to distribute this assignment to all the students in my class. Right now I have only 2 students because it's just a demo account, right? The next thing is due date. So the due date is when you want to come back your assignment, right? So today is 25th. I want the student should be completed by 28th, and the timing should be like you can say 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. right? After that, this assignment will not be available to the student, right? And you can also customize it future assignment, right? So if you click on schedule to assign in the future, so what happen, you have prepared this assignment today, right? And you want to distribute this to on Monday. So you can schedule this assignment to the future. You can select the date and select the 28th, right? So what happen is, from Monday onwards, the student will able to open this assignment until and unless he is not able to open. So you can schedule this assignment in the future only, right? If you have a time, you have just make assignment and you want to distribute this to student only from Monday onwards, so you can use this option, right? And somebody
Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself.
right?
Okay, carry on.
Yeah. So you can mention like this, and now post assignment notification to this channel. I have created a channel, computer, English, geography, right? So I have made an assignment of science subject. So definitely I want to post it on a science class. So I can choose and then I can choose science. So this notification will be going to the science class only. And if you don't change, it will go into the general class, right? This way. So you can make your assignment and then you can check it out one more time, whatever you have given, right? And then click on assign. Now your assignment has been distributed to all the students who is present in your class, right? So what you have to do, I am going to with my student login, which I have already opened right here, and I can show you how student will work on this assignment. So I am going to, like, student get a notification like this, you can see here, and he is also get a notification like I have distributed this assignment to class 5th, right? So student get a notification like this, there is a one symbol over there. So he just click on class 5th, right? I already post this assignment to science lecture, right? So he get it pop up like this in the science class. So he can just click on it, right? And in this way, student is able to view that assignment is now present. So from there also student can open the assignment, or the best way is student go to the general tab, go to the assignment tab, right? From there only student should also able to open like this. Okay. So once he is open, it will be display like this. Science assignment due date is 28, right? 4:30 p.m. instruction. Due student complete the assignment by Monday. Point is 10 points. And what he can do, he can just open the Word file, whatever you have given, like a resource for the student. So he can just open it, right? And he can just read it out. But he is not able to edit it right here, because what you have choose, student can't edit in the resource section. So he is not able to edit from here, right? So what he can do, he can either download this assignment by going to this 3 areas and then download it, right? Or he can make a note in the copy, right? Solve if he is using mobile phone, he don't have laptop or desktop, right? So he is using mobile phones, mobile devices. So what he can do, he can just write down in his copy, do the assignment, click an image of that assignment from the mobile device, and then upload the same, right? So I am going to close it and I can show you how student work on this assignment. I have already prepared an assignment, so I am opening for you right here. So it is just opening, and once student solve the assignment, he can attach over there, add work, right? So the same window will appear in the mobile device as well.
I'm muting everyone. Pallavi, please unmute and speak. Pallavi, please unmute and speak. I've muted everyone. Pallavi, please unmute.
Yeah, I am unmuted.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah.
Ratnakaran, is it Mr. Polar principal?
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that, madam. What to do?
No, ask them, no. Principals, I think you are losing your patience or what? If you are not able to attend, then it will not be helpful for the teachers also. Kindly attend it. Don't disturb this. Mute yourself, please.
Thank you, ma'am. So what happened is, student should prepare this in the Word file like this way, whatever question I have given. As if the student is using laptop or desktop,
Mr. Srinivas Rao. Mr. Srinivas Rao.
Call them out by name, that's all.
Mr. Srinivas Rao.
Pragasam
Mr.
too.
Srinivas Rao is disturbing now. I have muted you. Okay, carry on. Carry on,
Yeah.
Pallavi.
Yes, okay. So what happened is, like, student have prepared this in the Word file, like if he is using laptop or desktop like this, whatever question I have given, students prepare like this, right? And what he can do, he can just come to their section, going to add work, click on it, right? The same thing he is getting in the mobile device or the laptop. Now what he is going to do, he can upload from his device. So he can click over there, right here, okay? And then it will be prompted to upload from the device. So he is getting an option desktop, right here, okay? And then click on student work, like this, and then he can upload the same, their work, and click on done. And another way what a student can do is, student if he is not using laptop but if he have a mobile device, he can just do it in the copy and then click an image from their mobile devices and then upload the image. Either make it as a PDF or directly upload the image, right? So the same way, according to the student, depend upon how you can suggest your student and how student feels good according to their convenience and according to your suggestion, he or she can do and upload the assignment. So after uploading, what he can do, he can use the feature turn in, because without using this, because turning it on, the teacher will not able to know which student has completed this assignment, right? So he can click on turn in like this way. So once he click on turn in, teacher will get notification like this student has completed the assignment. So I am again going to the teacher section right here. And then again going to the general tab, and like this in the science section, teacher is getting a notification like one of the student has completed the assignment. So I am going to the general tab right here and going to the assignment tab again here, and I am getting an option like this science assignment. I have click on it. Once I have click on it, all the students have been shown here, and the student who has turned in the assignment, I am getting the features, right? And other student eligibility who is not turned in, so I am getting not turned in, right? So deep is already turned in, so I have to click on their assignment. I have, it has been viewed like this right here, and you just open it and see their work, what basically they have done, right? So you can just view it, and what you have to do, you have to provide the point. Like I'm just satisfied with the student work, but I'm not fully satisfied. So I'm going to provide 7 points right here, and then I can provide the feedback like this. Good. Have added rubrics, so you will get an option of adding the rubrics points according to the performance of the student, right? And then I can click on return like this way, and then close it. So again I am going to the student login right here, and again I just want, like, as a student I want to check my marks of the assignment and provide the feedback what have teacher suggested. So I'm again coming to my assignment section, and I also get notification here, as you see, because teacher has already completed my assignment and provide the marks. So I have going to my completed section, and then check how many marks teacher has provided to me. Click on it, and here it has been showing like teacher has provided me 7 out of 10 and the feedback is good, right? So in this way, student and teacher both works on the assignment part, and teachers can provide the feedback, right? So you can do like this according to your school, according to your college. You can attach an assignment and you can just do it. And in the hurry, I'm just going to tell you how you can upload an MCQ based assignment. I think it's a very long session and everyone is losing interest, so I'm just going to
Pallavi, for the time being, because why I am telling is, now for one session is required exclusively for assignments. We can do that. It's not an issue. Maybe after a couple of days.
I have given you an overview how assignment works. So in the future, we can I can let you know how you can create an MCQ based assignment and how you can do more.
Yeah. So we can have a separate class for that. If you are giving everything loaded together.
I know. I can understand. It's a very long session.
Yeah. So my using the forms, that's very good, very intelligent. We can have an exclusive class for that. That will be better, I think.
Sure. Definitely, I'll take your next class on this assignment and class notebook if you want. And Kaushik is there. Kaushik, are you there? I think.
Yes, I'm here.
Kaushik, can you please conclude so that I will also speak 2 sentences, then madam will conclude finally.
Okay, so this is done from our end. So what we can do, sir, I think that that same domain all of the teachers are using, correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
it
you
is,
can do is
domain,
you just
domain on nvsonline.in.
correct. So what you can do is, sir, you just create a ID, right? Just create a ID to me, or what I can do is, okay, best is that you just create a ID to me. I will